All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Kwadash. So let me make sure I'm going. I don't see the little voice thing showing. All right, cool. We good. All right, so once again, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Kwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. And this is the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp, and I want to go into another lesson. And as you see from the title, it says, "Look forward to the shift towards the next phase of prophecy, or the next phase in prophecy, either or." And shalom to the brother Barry Hawashai 144, Yahweh Shem Shai Brakatah. But yeah, there's something I was kind of meditating on this morning, but the last couple of days, but going to the next phase in prophecy, man. And as believers of the Lord, that's what we should want. Although we understand it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be like a time like never before, a time of uncertainty. We might not know specifically where our next meal gonna come from. The next place we go lay our head. As we on a run in Jacob's trouble. As the economy, begins to dwindle even more. Finances go be even lower. So right, we know a time of suffering is upon all the world, but still, we should be looking forward to going to the next phase of prophecy, man. You see? Hey, even today, even today, it kind of hit me because I've been out of well, not I won't say out of work, but working at home for a while, for a couple months. So in a couple weeks, I'm probably have to go back in, and I don't want to. I don't want to go back in office. So I'm hoping something go happen April 8th. After that, I'm hoping something happen. The mindset of let's go to the next phase of prophecy, and we should all be tired of being here, man. Like it say, matter of fact, let's get some scriptures. Like it say in how Paul said, the night is far spent and the day is at hand. Let me snag that real quick. It's Romans 13. This Romans 13, real quick, it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Just the point, verse 12. It says, the night is far spent and the day is at hand. What do it mean the night is far spent? The night is like an entire captivity, right? We've been here far too long, man. It's time to go. It's time to go. It ain't, look, the Wadi Habashim Shah, he blessed us with the opportunity to be able to upload lessons, preaching his word and going out to the highways and hedges and so on and so forth. But the thing is, I don't want to stay in this phase of prophecy forever, man. If you ask me, and not saying, we tired of going out to the highways and hedges, or we don't want to do the work no more. When I say this, I'm not saying it like that. But we should, for the brothers out there who go out on the highways and teach, we should want to come to the time when we can't go out there and teach no more. Because what that mean, look, everybody who need to hear the word, heard the word, now the Lord can take his prophets off the street. Now we're going to the next phase of things, man. We should want to come to the time where we don't just have to upload to YouTube every day, to where we don't have to upload videos. No, because all hell will be breaking loose. And I was talking to the brother, it's a brother Danielle, and I'm gonna get back to this precept right here. But it's a brother Danielle out here in the Houston camp. And I was telling him the other day, because we both was kind of venting, complaining about work and just the BS in this world that's played out. And I told him, I was like, bro, one thing that we're gonna benefit from when the economy crash and all hell break loose, one is having its truth, but it's gonna be a release for us from the society. Now to everybody else, it's gonna be a fearful thing. They ain't gonna know what to do, what's gonna come next, where to go, right? Their 401k will be gone. You see they children's savings. That's the stuff they gonna be worried about. Right? How to contact their job and tell them they can't come in because this happened. You see, they gonna be worried about that type of stuff. But for us, we gonna be more so confident because now we getting out of this phase of the world and we going to the next step. We going to the next step. So it's a comfort for us knowing, look, we ain't work over with, paying bills over with. This oppression is quickly gonna be gone once all this stuff happens. So again, yes, we should want to go to the next phase of doing things. Let's read this again. Romans 13 and 12. It says, the night is far spent. We've been here far too long. And the day is at hand. And Yahweh shines around the corner. It says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Yeah, man. You see? So again, we know we're coming into tough times, but as times get hard, the harder in the world, the quicker the Lord gonna step in for us. You see in Shalom Tala Akim, Akwath, on the comment board who may be tuning in, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrak Thumb. But let me get this too. Just Jeremiah 30. Just real quick. Because it's the time, since I mentioned time, it's the time we coming in. Jeremiah 30 and 7. And we shall want this time to come. Jeremiah 30 and 7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time, right? It just ain't one day. It's a time period. The day people start running out their houses, running it all into banks and all into grocery stores and starting to rob each other and so on and so forth. When that first day happened, all the way to the day Yahweh Shai come, that's the time period of Jacob's trouble. It's going to start that day and Yahweh Shai will put an end to it. So it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we know it's the time of trouble coming, but we have hope of salvation. Now, even in this, going into being saved, once all hell break loose, now this is going to us, look, just being saved, but even the spiritual point of it though. Verse 8, it says, for it shall come to pass in that day. So once Jacob's trouble roll around, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Now, ultimately, this is going to be fulfilled when Yahweh shall come in the kingdom. But even when all hell break loose, that's going to be the beginning of that. We ain't going to have to go to work no more. Look at it like that. We ain't gonna have to go to work no more clocking in. We ain't have to worry about, getting your inspection sticker on your car renewed. All that's gonna be done with. It's gonna be everybody on the run. What government? What police, man? What boss you gotta call? Yeah, I'm gonna be a little late today. Come on, man. We should be looking forward to the next phase of prophecy. Because if we never get to that phase, we just gonna be uploading on YouTube forever, the same thing every day, and just the same thing. Not seeing miracles, which we see miracles, but I'm talking about brothers ain't getting no power yet because Esau ain't coming like a flood yet. No, we should want him to come in like a flood. Because when he do, somebody gonna get power. Come on, man. When he do, somebody gonna get power. But let's move on. I just want to get is a day of trouble, but worse gonna come. Let me get this real quick too. I'm gonna get the GNT. But worse gonna come. It's 2nd Ezra 14. Real quick. And I'm gonna start at 11. This will show you how close we are to the end of the world. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It's 2nd Ezra 14 and 10 in the GNT. We're gonna read down. And this is an angel talking to Esdras. And now I always like to make this point. He was telling Esdras that Esdras was almost to the end of the world. Now, at this point in time, Esdras was being told this 400 some years before Yahushua was even born. Because Ezra was around, 4 something, 440 something, maybe BC, you know. But nevertheless, 400 some years before Yahushua was born. And if he was being told that he was at the end of the world, how close are we thousands of years later? Right? Let's read it. 2 Ezra 14 and 10 in the GNT. It says, the world is no longer young. It is rapidly approaching old age. The whole history of the world is divided into 12 parts. See? 12 parts. And the 10th period has already arrived. And it is half over. So Esdras was in, out of 12 periods or parts, Esdras was in a 10.5 part. And it says only 2.5 parts remain. Now, mind you, think about all that time that had to happen. 400 years later, Yahushua was on the scene, right? Then you had 70 AD. Then a couple years later, we had the Dark Ages, then the Renaissance, the French, you see, the British, America. So we clearly got to be at the end of the 12th period, man, the end of the world. So seeing we're at the end of the world, it says, verse 12, so set your house in order, warn your people, and comfort those who are humble, and teach those who are wise. Then say goodbye to this mortal life. That's the time we at right now, saying goodbye to this mortal life. Tired of being in this phase of the world, man. We're looking forward to going to the next glory. Let me get that real quick. Scripture speak about glory to glory. We ain't just gonna be uploading forever. No, it's time to go to another glory. You see, we ain't gonna just be in this situation forever and talking about miracles. No, that they're gonna come. We actually gonna be doing the miracles, man. Lord willing, we're a part of that number. In 2 Corinthians 3 and 18, it says, but we all, let me go to the whole chapter. Let me see. So I'm gonna start at I'll get straight to the point. 2 Corinthians 3 and verse 18. It says, but we all with open face beholding. Let me go to another translation. It might say something different. I'm gonna read the KJV first, though. The 2 Corinthians 3 and 18, it says, but we all with open face beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, and are changing into the same glory, and are changing into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord, man. So as we in this truth, we should be growing constantly every day and being more like Yahushua, going from glory to glory. But even in the whole scheme of things, in this Israelite awakening, it ain't just gonna be the same glory. Now, even think about this. Since Elder Abba Bivens came on the scene, that was one glory. That's like the mustard seed right there, man. Elder Abba Bivens, John the Baptist, that was like the mustard seed. Then it went to the next glory into a school, into One West, into a school. You had King Masha, High Priest Ariah, and Elder Yaiquab, man. Elder High Priest Yaiquab. That was one glory right there. Before the internet, that was one glory right there. You had, the majority of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi coming together, but that was one glory. But then you had Apostle Tahar, come on the scene, and the apostles, the bishops in Connecticut, the elders, and then they got on YouTube. Then in circa 2007, it caught the ears of great men, and it took off. That's one glory. That's another glory right there, man. Man, that's a scripture. Hold on, this is a scripture. What I'm thinking about. Let me see. Hold on, let me get my sword real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Precept. Right. So that was one glory. So let's go back. Oh, spiritually speaking, let's go back over the glories. You had Elder Abba Bivens, John the Baptist. That's that mustard seed right there. That's one glory. Then it went to a school. King Masha Habri Sariah, Elder Yaquah, man. That's one glory. Then the apostles came, the elders and the bishops came. Then they came on the internet. That was one glory right there. It pushed it out. It went to another phase of prophecy. Now this thing is to the four corners. So send us to the four corners. What's the next step? What's the next step? We just gonna be doing this forever? Just uploading videos forever? Come on, man. Saying kind and good video and Kwame Yasha'Allah forever. No, man. We're going to the next phase of prophecy. And what that's going to look like, all hell breaking loose. Esau coming in like a flood. Tough times, hard times. But the point is, why are we looking forward to it? Because the Lord said he going to come through. If Esau come through like a flood, divine intervention going to be shown. So it's not that we should go into this scared because Esau coming in like a flood. No, we should be more so looking forward to the Lord getting down, man. Getting busy. Ain't nobody scared of Esau. We should be, again, having our eyes on what the Lord about to do. Even when the hour of temptation come, yeah, it's going to be a tough time. But Yahweh Shai did say he going to keep us from that time. So that's the next phase of things we looking forward to. Hey, we got all these sicknesses. They talking about a new disease that's supposed to come. We might talk about it tonight on Thursday Live, Lord willing. A new disease is supposed to come, right? Just like CV. So a lot of elect may have to get healed in these times. That's the next, a part of the next phase that we're going to, even in the book of Acts, man. It wasn't just always them preaching and Yahweh Shai preaching. No, eventually they started doing miracles, right? But let me see what this precept at that I wanted, just to show how this truth it expands and gets bigger as the time goes on. That's the spirit I flip to it. This is Sirach 24, real quick. Sirach 24. And I'm gonna start at 25. Sirach 24 and 25. It says, he filleth, talking about the Most High. It says, he filleth all things with his wisdom, as Pison and Tigris in the times of the new fruits. So he likened his wisdom unto waters, right? So as we continue on, again, he likening wisdom, his truth, unto water. It says, he maketh the understanding to abound like the Euphrates and as the Jordan in the time of harvest. He maketh the doctrine of knowledge appear as light and as Gion in the time of vintage. The first man knew her not perfectly, and no more shall the last find her out. Now check this out. It says, for her thoughts are more than a sea, and her counsels profounder than a great deep. So this is wisdom speaking. It says, I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. So it's going through the faith. So look, truth, this truth, wisdom is going through the phases, the different phases that it had to go through. It says, now check this out. I said, I will water my best garden, and I will water abundantly my garden bed. Now look, a part of the Lord garden, who's the best part? That's the first fruits, the prophets. They had to get it first. They had to be watered first. It says, I will water my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed. Now check this out. So when the Lord started, first he watered his best garden, gave the truth back to his men, Eldar Bivens, the other great men of old, our apostles, teachers. Then our apostles came in. Now the garden bed was able to be watered. Now check it out. Just the phases. It says, and lo, my brook became a river. Now a brook is likened unto, a little stream, a little body of water, but it says that little brook became a river. That's one phase. That's one stage of the truth. That's one place. The brook became a river. It says, and my river became a sea. And went to another phase, man. It went to a whole nother phase. Now this truth is to the four corners. Where could it go now? Now, when them times where prophecy, the action packed scenes gotta happen. It says, "And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea." That show you how this truth, man, is going to continually, as we read earlier, go from glory to glory. It ain't gonna stay the same. It says, and will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send her light afar off. Might as well finish it. And I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. And again, we ready to go to the next phase of the next set of prophecies. And we really should be looking forward to it. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra 14 real quick. So, seeing we at the end of the world, it says, verse 13 in GNT. So set your house in order, warn your people, and comfort those who are humble, and teach those who are wise. And then say goodbye to this mortal life. Put earthly cares away from you, and throw down your human burdens, and lay aside your weak human nature. Put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly. That's the mindset. Ready to leave this world quickly. Looking forward to the not what's about to happen, but what's gonna happen after what's about to happen. Just like Yahweh Shai. He looked at the joy that was set before him, not the situation he was in. You see, he looked at what was coming ahead of him, man. Not the cross. That's why it said in this Hebrews 12, he was able to get through the cross and despise the shame because of what he was going to receive, man. So the mindset should be, and I'll probably end it with that 2nd Ezra 4, how these things, we can't get our kingdom unless these things happen. Or in other words, we can't see Yahweh Shai. We ain't gonna better get no new bodies, right? All these, being rulers over nations, and then women and gold and and cattle and planets and children. None of that's coming except the MOTB be mandated. All hell break loose in the earth. More diseases come, more earthquakes come. You see, concentration camps come, famine come, so on and so forth. None of the good stuff can happen unless these things happen first. That's why we should want to go to the next phase of prophecy, because in those things, the Lord said he got us, man. He got us. Let's read this again. And then we're going to have a different mindset from the people in the world because we was warned ahead of time. They're going to be shocked when all this happened. But it says, and put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly. You have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. Far worse things far worse things is set in the next phase. Like a video game or something. Each level you go to is harder. Yeah. So that's where we at. We going to the next level in world history. We're going to the next level. Look, they opening up the CERN portal again. You got the Lord doing wonders in the heavens, multiple at the same time. Come on, man. The next phase of prophecy. The Passover just happened. And after every Passover, something happened. The next phase. We going to the next phase. It ain't just gonna be on YouTube forever. And that's what see a lot of Israelites, that's where they get it messed up at, because they think it's just gonna be a YouTube ministry forever. You get famous like the Alazar and Sakara mindset. Like the apostles when they retire. We next up. And we gonna be the head over it. He ain't say all that, but they got the mind like they gonna be next up and grow old and get old, and the new generation go be looking at the old Alazar videos like, man, he used to get down. And that's all. No, it's done. It's done. Come on, man. We're going to the next phase of doing things. It says you have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. As the world grows older and weaker, the evils that will come upon his people will multiply. You see, and that's where we at. Let me get this real quick since I mentioned this. 2nd Ezra 4. And I'll wind it down after this. This 2 Ezra 4:26, it says, 2 Ezra 4:26, it says, Then answered he me and said, this is an angel speaking to Esdras or Ezra. It says, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away. This world's going away quick. It says, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. Come on, man. This world going away quick, and we can only, I would say we can't even imagine what we about to receive once this world pass away quick. That's why it says, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. Check this out. It says, For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Right? We see the evil, just like Lot. We vex daily with seeing and hearing, working. You see, me and a brother was out the other day just trying to, by the water, fishing, having a good time, just chopping it up. Look, hours passed by, we didn't even know. And job, we getting emails from your job, just killing your mood. We ready for all this just to be done. It's played out. Come on, man. But we see much evil, but we looking at it like, why the destruction ain't coming yet? Why nothing happening yet? It says, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. That's the point. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good. Come on, man. Let's read that again. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, what's sown again? The evil, wickedness, man, the rulership and authority of Esau, Edom in the world, and the heathens in the world. If that's not turned upside down in America and all these other places is not taken out the way, it says, then what? Then cannot it come that which is sown with good. And in order for America to be taken out the way, what gotta happen? Everybody gotta go through tough times. Even us. We gonna be on a run too. You see? Things gonna be happening too. But in order for us to get to where we want to be in the kingdom and at rest, we gotta just go through this. It ain't gonna be forever. It's gonna be quick. The Lord gonna make it quick, But let me get this. 2 Peter 3. Thinking not strange. Now I end it with this. So with the next step come miracles. We're not 2 Peter 3. Is it 2 Peter 3? This ain't the one, but I read it because it says hastening. 2 Peter 3:12. It says looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High. So we should be hastening, looking forward to what we about to read. Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Why is somebody looking forward to fire burning the earth? Well, not the earth, but places in the earth. Certain countries in the earth, mainly America. Why should we be looking forward to that? And we stay here because we understand what comes with it. The Lord said he was going to protect us. You see? He said when missiles fall, he's going to beam us up. So that's why we're looking forward to it. We know what's coming and we know why it's coming. And we know what's coming after it, man. These other people ain't gonna know that. That's what's gonna bug them out even more. But this is what I want in 2 Peter 4. I believe. And I ended with this. I'm looking for thinking not strange. Is it 2 Peter 4? Is it a 2 Peter 4? I might be tripping. Think it's not strange. Bear with me. 1 Peter 4. My only thing is a 2 Peter 4. But this first, no, it ain't no second. So this 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. We'll end it with this. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange things happen unto you. Now, of course, we're going through trials and different tests right now. And the Lord saying, look, don't think it's strange, because remember, we was told when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare our soul for temptation. That's get ready in advance. But even hitting on the point of what we about to experience in Jacob's trouble, a time like never before in world history, we gonna be going through some things too. Yeah, he said my servant's gonna eat, but he might make us wait a day or two to get fed. It might be 3 days. You see? And then look, sometimes the Lord, that's a test. He might give us some food without something to drink, or he might have us balling out and getting full, all Jacob's trouble. Either way the Lord can do it, he gonna do it. The point is, we can't just not consider being in certain scenarios, man. We was told ahead of time all these things that was gonna go down. Yahweh Shai said some of you gonna be thrown into jail, some of you gonna be tortured, some of you gonna get your head cut off. The thing is, we don't know who the some is, so put ourselves in those situations just in case. So therefore, when it come down to it, 1 Peter 4:12, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange things happen unto you. Why you ain't gonna think it's strange? Why we ain't gonna think it's strange? Because we was told already. We was warned already. We contemplated on it. We kind of, closed our eyes and pictured it. Pray to the Lord about it, that he'll be with us and Yahweh Shai through with us in the hour of temptation and so on and so forth. We put ourselves in these scenarios and thought about them, heard what was coming. So even if it do happen and you happen to be put into the line of the guillotine, you already considered being, having your head cut off, man. So a random ass person in the world grabbed up and they're in the same line, they bugging out. Because they ain't got in their mindset, well, my work's gonna follow. I believe in the Lord. I'm about to, die a believer. See? Well, shit, I'm gonna be back anyway with the Lord, just like the brothers in Maccabees, man. Second Maccabees, the 7th chapter. These people in the world ain't gonna have the thoughts that we got in a time of death and suffering. And look, if we're in a concentration camp, I'm looking for an angel. You see? I'm looking for an angel. I read it. We read it. Peter, an angel came get him out of jail or something. If we get, come on, a famine, I'm looking up for the birds. Where the ravens at? Come on, man. The Lord gonna do stuff like that. Look, and the thing is, we're in a time like never before. So some things we gonna experience and go through, it ain't written down yet, because it ain't happened yet. So even that, when we get in them situations, we can't say, well, damn, this ain't written yet. I don't know what to do. No, don't think it's strange. Isn't a story? Let's read it again. I ended 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning a fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange things happen unto you. But rejoice in as much as you are partakers of Mashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. That's why we want to go to that next phase of prophecy, man. Because behind that is light at the end of the tunnel. In a dark time, we still gonna see the light. I remember the brother Ashiel, Died Gomers from Basra. He did a lesson about a year ago and says he titled it lights shine the brightest when it's dark. Right. When it's a dark time in Jacob's trouble and people have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no answers, the ones getting by is the ones who got the light, man. That's the ones gonna shine. Well, that's why the Lord said in 2nd Ezra 7, 16 and 70, around us, 2nd Ezra 16, around 70. He says, once all these things happen, then shall the people know who are his chosen. Then they know, man, he gonna take care of his in that time. That's why we should be looking forward to going to the next phase of prophecy and not just uploading on YouTube forever, doing response videos forever, man. You see? But let's see what the brother got, and I ended. This is Second Ezra chapter 16 from Akaliah 16 and verse 14. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." The fight, right? And so that shows, guess what? We have to go to the next phase. It ain't gonna stop. We have to go. Don't shy away from it. It says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again, man. Isaiah 55 and 11, it says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void." And when you read verse 10 in Isaiah 55, the Lord says, as rain come down from the sky and water the earth and don't go back up to the sky, but it come down and it brings forth life in the earth. It produce. What he's saying in verse 11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, right? So just like water and rain come down and it don't bounce back up, like a boomerang, but it come down and do what it's supposed to do, the Lord is saying, my word doing the same thing. If it's going to be spoken, in other words, dropped into the earth, it ain't going to bounce back without it happening. The prophet's been speaking these things for years. We at the time to what it got to happen. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. Come on, man. That's a beautiful one. We go end it off on that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get it. It's a beautiful one right there. This Second Ezra 2. We're gonna read a couple verses. And that's from Fight of Faith 2. We'll read that and we'll end it with this. This is Second Ezra. Let's start at 24. This is a couple of my favorite verses. Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 24. It says, "Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come." Come on, man. So what's coming? The day of our redemption is definitely closer than when we believe. You know how crazy that sound though? Like, bro, the worst day in the world when missiles fall and people dying, even our family, I'm talking about, it's gonna be close family. For some people, it may be your parents, some people may be your children, some people may be your favorite auntie, your favorite uncle, your cousins. And the day when people dying left and right and missiles falling and Leviathan shooting fire and jets falling out the sky, the worst day in the world go be the best day of our lives, man. Come on. Come on, man. Think about that. The worst day in the world gonna be the best day of our lives. That's a title in itself. Come on, man. That's amazing right there. It says, "Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come." Man, it says, "Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, and establish their feet." Hey, that's how you know it's the gospel, bro. I'm getting a little choked up. It's the good news, man. It's some good news right here. Verse 26, it says, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number." If we are part of the elect, guess what? We gonna be a part of the elect. At the end of the day, the elect gonna be the elect. Whether they have to be martyrs or whether they're alive, they gonna be in that chariot getting crowned. None of them gonna be left. Verse 27, that's what the brother put. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh," then when the next phase of prophecy come, when the next scene in this movie come, it says, "For when a day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance." Come on, man. Yeah. And look, I'm sure it's gonna be some brothers out there and sisters of the elect. They may be struggling a lot doing Jacob's trouble. Because look, and how the Lord may have it, which I don't know, But you got some brothers in the truth and sisters in the truth who look, they doing good for themselves right now. Got a so-called good job, big house, cars, the family and all. They might have that. That might be some of the ones who struggle a little more in Jacob's trouble. And the ones who got a hard life now, the brothers who, are from apartment to apartment and from car to car and job and just suffering and need hope from the brothers, they may be the ones the Lord got eating good every you see? The Lord may have them stumble upon a doomsday prepper house for the whole Jacob's trouble. Or eat a meal and they good for the whole time. We can't say it ain't true. Remember Elijah ate a meal, an angel fixed him a meal, and it lasted him 40 days, man. Two plates. He got seconds. The angel fixed him a hot meal, and then he had seconds. He fixed it again, gave him some water, lasted him 40 days as he was on this journey. These are times we in. This is why we're looking forward to the next phase of prophecy, man. 2 Ezra 2:27. Be not weary, for when a day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. And to show, and I like to make this point for the next verse, and to show that the Lord gonna show a literal, outward, physical difference between us and the people in the world. Verse 28 says, the heathen, and the heathen will be the people of the other nations, are those of our people who not in the truth. Because remember, Yahweh Shai said, if somebody in the truth and can't get it, then cast them out as a heathen man. So, in other words, the people who haven't been serving the Lord, when we're in this time, to show there's going to be a difference between us and them, it says, the heathen shall envy thee. When you envying, that means you looking at somebody else got and you want it, even to the point you might want to kill for it. The thing is, they can't envy something spiritual. They'll come in, give me that Holy Spirit. We don't put the gun to your head and give me that Holy Spirit. You see? Give me your faith. Right? Patting your pockets for the name. What the name of the Lord at? So like I'm being funny, but the point is, it gotta be it's gonna be a physical difference. I always mention our clothes still may be intact. Everybody else looking, dingy and bummy, right? Everybody looking famished while we still looking healthy, Yeah, man. The Lord gonna do his thing for his elect in these times. It says, be not weary, for when a day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee. It's the thing. But they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. They ain't gonna better stop it. Neither will they. Look, in other words, if they see a brother or a sister out there or a brother family at a doomsday prepper house eating good, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing against it. They might look in the window and think it's just that brother, but the Lord got angels around the house, man. Psalms 91. That's the times we come. That's the next scene. This is one glory right here. YouTube. This is the YouTube era right here. You see? We're going to the next stage, man, of prophecy. But it says, and my hands shall cover thee so that thy children shall not see hell. So neither will our children. And again, if our children with us in Jacob's trouble or not with us, believe the Lord still could take care of them. The example I like to use is Moses. Was not Moses put in the it's like, hold on. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to do a lesson, getting emails from the job. Shit, just to kill your mood real quick. That's why we're looking forward to the next phase, man. Right? But Moses, he was put in a pretty much a basket by the Nile River with ancient alligators, man, ancient animals, but he was good. The Lord can do anything. You see? But that's the time we coming into. He gonna take care of his elect. You see, but I end it right there. Kind of brother said, my life has gotten harder every year. I'm hoping Jacob's trouble is good for me. Wow, just spoke at that age. Shit. Hey, brother, Lord willing, we'll see how the Lord do it. But he did say some gonna be merry and have abundance. You will be laughing good and got a lot in the worst time ever. So, hey, it's written, but we'll read this Isaiah 65 and 13 from the brother Barry Yahweh Shai 144. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, and look, I remember Apostle Ramblad made this point. It says, behold, which is saying, look. So the Lord telling them to look. Because at the same time, when you go up, it goes into the ones, not serving the Lord in judgment coming. So he's saying, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, look, my servants shall eat, but ye, see, talking to them, but ye shall be hungry. Look, my servants over there drinking, but ye shall be thirsty. Let me read it right. But behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed, man. That's the time we coming. That's the next phase of prophecy. That's why we should look forward to that shift towards it, man. But I'm gonna end it right there, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying and hey, comforting as well. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with truth and sincerity. And as well as all you believers out there who believe in the gospel, hey, keep fighting and keep pushing as always. We're almost out of here. But in order to get out of here, we got to go to that next phase. So, hey, look forward to it. Hey, with that, Shalom.